It's bad. It's appalling, especially the introduction to that life. And it's an unwelcome reminder of the victimization, the strip searches. We need to make changes in our system. When are we going to have a less greed and fear-driven conversation about prison's grip on society? When? I can think of a number of reasons society should think hard about the way we lock up women. Not only that, but the sexual misconduct that goes on inside the prison walls. But we don't want to talk about the correctional guards who commit these horrendous acts upon the female prisoners. We need more diversion programs for them. And for sure. But instead, we talk about whether it's okay to shackle women who are doing labor inside. It's bad. Something is wrong with that picture. And I also want to talk about the many young black men being locked up for petty crimes, like a bag of weed. Come on, y'all. What are we doing? You see, we still continue to weigh down our country with this madness. And you and I both know that until these young minds are given the resources needed to make it in life, the jails and prisons will stay full. And I know personally many young men who are counsel, who come from broken homes. So many are raising themselves because the father is doing time and mom is working 24/7 to bring food to the table. But it's also the schools are failing them. They lose out through a culture of violence and a loss of respect for their community. We as a society should take it serious when we see up front how these black teens are lost and trapped in a suffocating environment.
These arms are mine.
Otis Redding.
They are lonely, lonely and feeling blue. These arms of mine, they are yearning for wanting you. And if you would let them hold you, oh, how grateful I will be. These arms of mine, they are burning, burning for wanting you. These arms of mine, they are wanting to hold you. And if you would let them hold you, oh, how grateful I will be. Come on, baby. Just be my little woman. Just be my lover. Oh, I need me somebody to treat me right. Oh, I need your warmth, loving
Man, I don't mean to bring some dark clouds, but we've lost some giants. And Otis Redding, I think it was back in the 60s, was on his way with his group, the Barcades, to do some music jams. I think maybe it was in London, I'm not sure. But his plane went down and him and all of them was killed. I think it was one survivor. Thank you, Mr. Redding, for the legacy of music you left behind for us. This Chaplain Dale Ray. I am coming to you live today from Houston, Texas. And this subject I talk about, it really hits home because I have some sons who goes in and out of jails and prisons. I'm going to keep it real. 3 of them. I'm a black man who have also been to prison. I was homeless and a drug addict. I didn't know it at the time, but today, with almost 18 years clean and sober through the grace of God, I can say for a black man, young or old, that when they are sentenced to prison, the whole family is sentenced. It's a domino effect. And I know that when I came out of prison, I faced many obstacles in terms of barriers to income potential. Even housing was tough to find. I couldn't even vote at the time. I'm able to vote today. So I know what these black teens face, and also know what it takes to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Yet I can relate somewhat to the rage I've seen swallow up our young black men. Yet I don't understand the pain they inflict upon each other. I can understand to a certain degree the indignities we endure as black men. It does take a toll. I believe that's what happened to me at a young age, just chipping away at my personhood, my humanity. And yeah, I finally broke. Today, I'm still here after drugs, after homelessness and incarceration. And I want to go back into that hell and pull somebody else out. To our black men out there who are coming out of prison, it's time to band together to help our young black teens get on track and to show them a better way, that there's a better life than picking up guns. But instead, we should encourage them to pick up books, man. To America. We must judge how we're doing here in America, and not by how we treat the rich and famous. We must judge how we're doing in a country like ours. We must also judge how we treat those who are less fortunate. And if we don't get a grip on these issues of locking away a mother, if we don't get a grip on over locking away a young black man for petty crimes, we are in trouble. And guess what? Everybody suffers. Thank you. I want to thank everybody for joining me on Keep It Real, this Chaplain Dale Ray. You know, I do want to applaud the many reentry programs who are at least trying to restore justice and empowering those men and women who continue to go through that revolving door. And we as a society need to jump on the bandwagon to teach value skills that will enable them to stay free and to become productive citizens in our society. It's really more than learning skills. It should be about brother and sisterhood, no matter what race, creed, or color. We can all benefit from transforming a life personally. In our battle with homeless, it's time to get right. It's time to reach one, teach one. You know, you can ask anybody who is involved with the reentry program, what are the benefits when men and women get enrolled in the program? And I bet 99% will tell you that having a job is the key to success. And breaking the cycle of reincarceration, going to jails and prisons is the goal. Today, with almost 18 years clean, I'm humbled by the fact that gaining ground can help someone else to get on track. Go to www.gainingground.us. I think that if we involve people through participation in these programs, it would empower them to be able to tackle programs they are confronted with in life. We must change how the government operates too. We must take special care to reach out to that population who has been overlooked and discriminated against. And of course, every opportunity is out there. It's not a one-size-fits-all, though. We don't know the whole story. Sometimes we think that parents don't care or they just don't want to be involved, or that teens don't want to stop the violence in schools. But in reality, it's things preventing them from getting involvement, like lack of transportation or even daycare. We don't know the whole story. God bless y'all.
Don't know much about history. Don't know much biology. Don't know much about a science book. Don't know much about the French I took. But I do know that I love you. And I know that if you love me,